Start off with Cora activities. Your viewpoint on the coaching industry, both in Rwanda and Africa. How has this been of impact to what we're talking today?
Yes, so thank you very much. It's always good, a pleasure to come back. Our viewpoint is that coaching, and business coaching mainly, is a very core essential element into growth, be it personal growth or business growth or community growth. So we believe that through effective coaching, people are able to grow their own effectiveness and the capacity, which then leads them to become excellent leaders and, of course, increase performance of their respective organizations.
You're talking about coaching, and I would like to understand which kind of coaching are we looking at today, and in which particular areas are you involved at this particular moment?
Yes, so our company is involved in various aspects of coaching. So we are involved into what is known as life coaching. So it's one-on-one between an individual and a coach, where we look at where are you stuck and how can you improve your life holistically. So that's one. The second thing is leadership coaching or executive coaching. Mm-hmm. So we speak to executives of various corporations and organizations to really see how the stress levels or their emotional intelligence can be improved and benefit their role as leaders. And that also comes with looking at various leadership levels of an organization, be it at the ExCom level or chairman of boards, ExCom, C-suite, mid-tier management, as well as entry position. So we look at leadership coaching as a whole thing. Also, we look at sales coaching. Sure. So what do we mean by sales coaching? We look at issues of customer services. How can you interact better with your customers by ensuring that companies have sufficient relationship management systems that enable them to have excellent relationships with their clients. And also that goes into how you can increase your profit by having sales systems in place, be it training your sales team to be excellent sales. So it's the thing they talk about being a hunter or a farmer. So we look at whether you are an account manager or a new sales business executive, and we coach individuals to really help the organization maximize on profit. So those are the things we're involved in Rwanda. We have an office in Rwanda and an office in Johannesburg in South Africa. Our clients range from organizations which are listed on stock exchanges or SMEs or any other organizations. In Rwanda particularly, we have clients who are in the banking sector, corporates, as well as NGOs as well, that reach out to us to help their teams with retreats, as well as facilitating leadership workshops.
Definitely, rather very interesting there. Now, we're still looking at Africa being underdeveloped and having nascent economies, Rwanda in perspective, or even other regions around us. You've been here for a good 5 years, even with the conversation as we started off before in the preps. You were talking to us about this coaching business. Now that you've been here, and I don't want to take it from an emotional perspective or kind of conversation. Have you been able to see impact? And if yes, would you quantify it?
Absolutely. We've seen impact from the work we've done. I can refer to what we did in 2016, where our company, we were initially in Dubai, so we deliberately chose Rwanda to become the hub for Africa. So when we came, our first event was to bring in international partners into Rwanda. So the impact was organizing a Global Women Summit, which was led by myself and my company, along with other partners such as the IFC, World Bank, and New Faces, New Voices. So the impact was us coaching executive women from the Chamber of Women Entrepreneurs. So we help them coach them to get proper business plans. So usually what you will see in Rwanda or Africa generally, you would have SMEs or small businesses being in place but not having the right business plans in place. So through our work, we partnered with IFC so we can get the proper business plans involved. We also generated or raised rather funds for them to have a seed capital. So in terms of quantifying for that, we raised about 22 million francs for top 3 ladies who take part into a competition that was co-sponsored by IFC and commercial banks in Rwanda. So that was one of the things we did in 2016. But of course, in the last 2 to 3 years, we are involved in bringing international organizations to come to Rwanda. So we tend to represent business companies coming to Rwanda to invest. So we are the business development advisors. Another thing I can perhaps comment on is last week. So last week we celebrated Africa Day.
Africa Day, yeah.
Correct, and we had brought in a delegation from South Africa, who are partners from Joburg office, and the group of 40 plus women came to Rwanda because they saw Rwanda as the women's capital of Africa. So seeing that our country is doing really well in rankings of bridging the gender gap, so we brought the women who, of course, had interactions with our Rwandan women in businesses, but also in organization. RDB was one of our partners. RCB, which is the Rwanda Convention Bureau, interacted with us and our partners from South Africa. We also got the Honorable Minister of Gender in Ghana participating. So the impact of us being the hub when it comes to economic empowerment of women through our coaching and advisory, so that now a group of South African women, Rwandan women, are going to Ghana in August in order for us to continue sharing and coaching each other when it comes to increasing our business profit margin.